Ah, shit. Here we go again.
What's up, y'all? We gonna get straight to the story, but before we get to this prison story, I need for y'all to hit that like button. Let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Listen, hit the like button and let me know where y'all from in the comment section, because on the last video we got 300 people that hit the like button and we got over 4,000 views. Something ain't right, and we only got 200 comments out of 4,000 views. Man, come on, man. Y'all stop playing, man, and let me know where y'all from. Anyway, let's get to this prison story. So you got this dude that they call 6'2". For obvious reason, he's 6'2". His height is 6'2". He probably was maybe about a good 225, 230. But the thing is, this dude was a knockout artist. I'm talking about any fight that he got into, he knocking them out, right? So let me give y'all a 6'2" backstory. 6'2" was from Flint, Michigan, right? Matter of fact, I seen 6'2" on the streets in my younger days, like in my early 20s or whatever. And he was one of them dudes that had played basketball all day, every day. I don't know, was he good enough to make it in the league? But definitely he would have been a dog in college. But anyway, we all know cats like that, you know, had potential, but they just couldn't leave them streets alone. That was 6'2". Anyway, 6'2" had this homeboy named Noah, right? And Noah was like, almost like his doppelganger. You know, they really looked alike. Like, it was spooky how they looked alike, right? So Noah will always be with 6'2". I mean, all the time. So 6'2" would naturally bring Noah around his family, right? Now, 6'2" had an auntie, and his auntie was, you know, one of them ladies that actually liked young men. You know, the auntie probably was maybe, let's say about 30, 31, 32, right? And Noah and 6'2" at this time was probably like 16, 17. Well, long story short, Noah ended up clapping 6'2" auntie. Well, clapping her cheeks. I'm not talking about like taking her out of the game, but they end up becoming intimate. And kept being intimate and kept being intimate. Now, it's one of them things where don't ask, don't tell. And 6'2" really didn't know, but Noah was letting people in the hood know, like, yeah, man, I was busting down 6'2" auntie, and you know, just running his mouth, right? Not keeping it on the hush, not keeping it on the low, right? So y'all know what time it is. So we all at the park, at the hood park, you know, hooping or whatever, and 6'2" and Noah is on opposing teams, right? We having a fierce basketball game, right? I'm talking about it's fierce, back to back, bam, bam. And they going at it for some reason. Next thing you know, Noah goes up for a dunk, and 6'2" bridge him, like boom, right? Now, for those that don't know what a bridge is, it's basically when somebody going up for a layup or a dunk, you stand there, you turn, and you like fold your body up halfway so the person will lose their balance and fall over you. And that's exactly what 6'2" does. So Noah flipped over him and hit the ground and hurry up and jump up, and he got his right arm cocked like he about to swing on 6'2". And 6'2" was like, I wish you would, I wish you would. So 6'2" got into like the fighting stance, whatever, right? So everybody like, man, what the heck about to go on? It was like these two titans about to fight, right? So he was like, man, why the F you do that? Why the F you do that? This is Noah talking to 6'2". He like, so you going around telling people you F my auntie? You F my auntie? Noah at this point now was like, oh, snap, I dropped my guard. He like, well, he dropped his guard, was like, man, who said that, man? Who said that? So 6'2" like, is it true? Is it true? Did you? And he was like, man, who said that? Who said that? So 6'2" was like, all right, that's a bet. That's a bet. And he's like, I'm about to go over there and go holler at her right now. So at this time, 6'2" is walking off and we all following behind him, a little distance back because we all in the neighborhood, right? We want to see what's about to go on. 6'2" want to give us a show. So we here for the show, just like y'all here. And y'all still haven't hit the like button and y'all still haven't let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Come on, man. So anyway, we walking, we mobbing the hood and we get up there to his auntie house. He banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Remember, y'all, 6'2" ain't nothing about 16, 17, right? Auntie like in her 30s, right? Boom, boom, boom. Auntie come out. She's short little thing, right? What's going on? So you F Noah? You F Noah? She was like, what? Now, when she said what, she had like a little smirk on her face, right? You F Noah? You F Noah? She was like, boy, get out of here. I'm a grown woman. So I don't know, because he seen us standing there watching. I don't know if he didn't even care that we were standing there watching. I don't know that he just had this legitimate, hatred or anger. I don't know. But he ended up grabbing his auntie, right? He ended up grabbing her by her collar, by her shirt, right? And then he lifted her off the ground, right? And threw her off the porch. So when she hit the floor, she rolled. Boom, 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 boom. What we did not know, right? When he threw her off that porch, she hit her head on the ground. That's right, y'all. Auntie got her head cracked on the ground and she wasn't moving. So when that happened, he walks in the house and we just walk off. Right now, y'all got to remember, man, at this time, man, I was about, 13, 14 at the time. I didn't know about, head injuries and stuff like that and calling the police. We in the hood. This 6'2" just, jacked his auntie up and threw her off the porch. This is the same, this everyday, visualizations in the hood, right? So this normal to us. So we just walk off, we talking about it. Next thing you know, about 2 hours later, you see Flint PD flying. I'm talking about you seeing Flint PD flying down the street, right? About 4 patrol cars. Now, the hood that we was in was called Pearson Hood. Now, this is normal. But to see about 4 or 5 police, coming down the street like that, we think like, this must have just escalated. Either 6'2" got at Noah, or maybe the auntie called the police. Because remember, y'all, we don't know that auntie, cracked her head. We don't know this, right? So, we going where the sirens at, and they at 6'2" house. So 6'2", when we roll up, 6'2" in the back of a squad car, right? And now and his mama is outside crying, like, what's going on? Why y'all locking him up? My baby, what did he do? What did he do? Right? So, in like 10 minutes after that, other people started pulling up, like they family members was pulling up and everything. And they mad because, the word is that auntie is in the hospital in a coma because 6'2" threw her to the ground. So it's cousins, male cousins them pull up and uncles and, other people in the family pull up and they mad. They mad because what 6'2" did to auntie or whatever. So it's just a big argument, big commotion. Police done pulled out the pepper spray. Police done pulled out the, because they trying to get at 6'2", while 6'2" is in the back of the patrol car. So I guess the sergeant or whatever, like, hey, man, go on, get him up out of here, man. Go on, take him down to the county or whatever, right? So it's a whole bunch of chaos, man. Everybody coming outside. Everybody coming up the street. Everybody looking. Everybody whispering. Everybody trying to see what's going on. We in the hood. It's the hood. Y'all got to understand, man. This was in the the mid 90s. No, the late 90s. This was 99, 2000. So y'all know, man, at that time, Flint was jumping. Flint was popping. Nowadays, man, Flint is a ghost town. It kind of seemed like that everywhere, don't it? I think the best time to live was in the 90s, the early 2000s, maybe even the mid 2000s, right? Y'all let me know, what was the best era to live in? Was it the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, or these 2000 and weird 20s? Let me know in the comment section. But anyway, right? So after the commotion, attitudes and angers start subsiding and people slowly start leaving, right? Now, let's fast forward to, so I was about 14, 10. Let's fast forward about 12 years later with Donta in a penitentiary, right? So I'm in the day room with the homies, right? And it's a Tuesday. And y'all know every Tuesday we get what? Brand new inmates. So, boom. We get 2 inmates. This Arabic guy and 6'2". 6'2" roll in there. And I immediately know who 6'2" is. But the way 6'2" look, he looks kind of different. Like he been through it. And when I say been through it, the 6'2" look rough. I'm talking about really rough, because 6'2" at this point looked like he aged terribly. I was still looking like a young man when I was 25, 26. So 6'2" didn't have to be nothing but maybe 28, 29-ish. You know what I'm saying? But 6'2" looked like he was at least about 45, 50 years old. Like, he looked like he been rough. So he goes to a cell, and none of my other homies recognized him. The only person probably maybe knew who he was Al, but Al didn't say nothing to it, because Al would have been like, hey, ain't that 6'2"? But he ain't say nothing. So 6'2" go to a cell, right? So I'm like, that is 6'2". So I get on, I'm like, hey, I'll be right back. So I go knock on the cell. He said, what's up? Who is that? I said, it's Donta, man. So he said, what you want? I said, hey, you from Flint? He was like, man, why? What's up? I said, nah, homie, ain't nothing like that. I'm just, you look like a familiar face that I grew up with. So he's like, yeah, I'm from Flint, man. And then he said, hold on. You said Donta? I said, yeah. He said, off of Edmond Street? I said, yeah. He said, oh, what's up? Oh, that is you. What's up, bro? I said, what's up, man? He was like, man, how you been? I said, shit, I'm in here, so, He like, oh, okay, man. Hey, so what's good? I said, man, whatever happened to you, man? Because, he was like, oh, man, you talking about when I got locked up? I said, yeah. He was like, look, I mean, shoot, y'all heard what happened? I took my auntie out, when I threw her off the porch. She ended up going into a coma, and then she ended up passing away or whatever. I said, oh, man, that's crazy. He was like, yeah, so, they gave me involuntary manslaughter, but I only really had to do 6 years, but, I just kept getting in trouble or whatever. But then he was like, man, hold on right quick. I'll be right back. So he just pushed past me, and he zeroed in on this white guy, right? They zeroed in on this white guy. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been talking to somebody, but they looking somewhere else, and then they like, hey, man, hold on, watch out. I'll be right back. That's what he did. And went right to where he was looking at. So he just pushed past me and just go right to the white guy and, like, corner him. Like, put his left hand over here on the wall and his right hand right there. And he was, like, in his face. And he was like, hey, man, where that money at? Where that money at? So automatically I said, oh, 6'2", he one of them type of dudes, he one of them type of dudes. Now, it wasn't bullying this guy. I guess this dude owed 6'2" some commissary or some money. He owed him something. And I guess the story went dude checked in. And, that's one of them things what cats will do. If they owe you something, they trying to, get out of paying you or whatever, they'll check in and tell the guards, like, yo, I fear for my life or something. And I guess this is one of them rare occurrences where, the guy that checked in got put in the same dorm with that he running from. And 6'2" was on it. So the white guy put his hands up like, look, man, I don't know. And then I guess dude tried to like talk real loud on 6'2" to try to get the guard's attention. When it was only one guard and the guard was over there by the booth. I don't know what he was doing, but he had his back turned. He wasn't paying attention. So 6'2" actually grabbed dude by his mouth, like to muffle his mouth. He grabbed him by like his waist and bully him, manhandle him into his cell, right? So we all looking, but we all ain't trying to, bring so much attention to what's going on. Because just imagine you see a black man, and I know what y'all thinking. Y'all thinking that 6'2" and they're violating him. No, he ain't taking his cheeks. Well, he's violating him, but in a physical, aggressive, beat down way. So he gets him in the cell and he push him on the floor. And he was like, where your cell at? I'm taking everything. Right? So the white dude like, man, it's a couple cells over that way, man, but don't do this, man. He like, man, what? And pop. So he punching on, boom, boom, right? So I'm like, dang, 6'2" really owned it, man. So 6'2" done slapped him up, punched him out. And he was like, go get my right now. Go get my right now. Go get all of it. You got 3 minutes to get all my stuff. Now, I swear to God, if you try to go tell them guards, I promise you, they ain't gonna get you out of here fast enough. I'm gonna snap your neck. Right? And I believe 6'2" was gonna do it too. The way he was saying that, listen, I don't know what, I can only assume, right? Because I don't know the full details, the facts of what he owed, whatever it was. It was judgment day for that white dude, right? So he leave out 6'2" cell, right? And he goes straight to his cell. So we all looking like, dang. So 6'2" walk out the cell. He's standing by his door, right? And he just looking. He ain't looking around the pod. He ain't looking at nobody. He just looking at the white dude go to his cell, right? And he's standing there. So maybe about 2 minutes go by, and maybe 6'2" forgot that he said 3 minutes, right? Dude still got 1 extra minute. So 6'2" roll up over there and stand in the door. And he was like, man, hurry up, man. Hurry up with it, man. He like, all right, man. All right. 6'2" like, what? You said what? I don't know if 6'2" thought he said something else. Or maybe I don't know what he thought he said, but all I know is 6'2" kept saying, you said what? You said what? And he walked in the cell and popped off on him again. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So he in there whooping the white dude, right? About, I don't know, maybe a minute would go by. I guess the white dude was packing, I don't know, was he packing up his stuff to roll out? I don't know, was this stuff that was in the laundry bag, was stuff that he was packing up to give 6'2"? I don't know. But about after a minute of whooping this dude out, 6'2" come out the cell with the laundry bag, right? And he's walking out. He walk out, he go right to his cell. So we all looking at each other like, well, I mean, hey, this just another day in the penitentiary, right? So I'm going to say about 5 minutes to go by, right? White boy emerged out the cell, and he's walking towards the control booth. Now, this dude, eye is closed. He got cuts and scrapes on his face. He got like a bloody little nose or whatever. So we already know what time it is. And y'all like, well, Dante, what time it is? Well, I tell you what time it is. When you come out, if you just got beat up, right, you got to keep it G. Clean your face up and all that, because you're bringing attention to the guards for them to start asking questions of what happened. But I guess he like, man, forget all that. I'm getting out of here. I ain't about to live like that for 6'2". I'm not about to be living around 6'2". I can't beat him. Can't do nothing with him. So I'm just going to snitch. I'm going to tell, right? And that's exactly what he did. He went right to that security booth. It was like, hey, but he didn't tell on 6'2". He ain't tell. He just went to the security booth. The guard was like, what happened? He like, man, I fell off my bunk, man, but I fear for my life or whatever. So he did keep it. He kept it G or whatever. So, well, at that point, he did, right? So the guard knew better. He was like, nah. Something happened. So he went out there. He told everybody to lock down, and, he had the white boy in the bubble or whatever. So we all had to go lock down, right? So maybe 10 minutes would go by, and four COs come through there, and the other guard that was in the bubbles. That make 5. And where do they go? They go straight to 6'2" cell. Hey, let's go. Cuff up. Let's go. Man, what's going on? Man, listen, we know what you did, man. Come on, let's go. We ain't finna do all that, man. But I didn't do that. Come on, man, let's go. Now, surprisingly, 6'2" didn't put up no fight. But he ended up cuffing up, and that was the last time we seen that white dude or 6'2". Give me a call at 1-313-452-8981 if you want me to promote your online business or products or social media channels. Also, if you are watching this video and you didn't get my notification, unsubscribe to the channel, subscribe back to the channel, and hit the all notification button. I drop a new video Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, are you a member of the Donta Show Network? If not, I'm going to have the link pinned at the top of the comment section. Also, when you become a member of the Donta Show Network, I got exclusive videos teaching you on how to become a big, successful YouTuber such as myself. Again, the link to the memberships will be pinned at the top of the comment section. By the way, if you want to send a gift to support the Donta Show Network, send me a text message or give me a call at 1-313-452-8981.